Hey Google, good morning.
Good morning. The time is 9:24 a.m. Currently in Charlottetown, it's 20 degrees and partly cloudy. Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 22 and a low of 16. Here's a joke to start your morning.
A joke?
I've got a few good ones. How do you keep warm in a cold room?
How?
You go to the corner, because it's always 90 degrees. Sorry, that can't be done on this device. Have a great day. Here's the latest news.
What?
From CBC News at 9:21 a.m. today.
From CBC News, the world this hour.
I'm not kidding
I'm
you.
Randy Leach.
I didn't know she did that.
We begin in Morocco, where the
Okay,
desperate
Google, I
search
just
for
will say good
survivors
morning.
continues after Friday night's powerful earthquake.
She's
More than
chatty.
2,000 people
Hey
have been
Google,
confirmed dead.
stop. I don't like listening to the news. That's fine. We're back from vacation. We made it home safe and sound. Travel back home was fabulous. It's so nice traveling in the summer because the risk of snowstorms is very minimal. We always seem to run into troubles when we travel, but it was a good travel home. So we had a wonderful vacation. I really enjoyed editing the vlogs and getting to relive them a little bit through editing and stuff. It was a wonderful vacation, but it was really nice to come home because school has started back up. So we are in full swing with the fall routine, and we are back to school. The kids went back to school last week, junior high and high school. So now no more elementary school, which is kind of crazy because I was picking Alex up from the junior high and I was literally expecting to see Florence. It was so weird to see Alex walking out of the school into my car. I was like, oh, this is just so weird to me because you're a baby. Why are you in junior high? So anyways, they both did wonderful. Florence is loving high school. Alex is loving junior high. So we're all good there. Thank goodness. It's a huge relief for me because I was just I was worried for them, and not for them, but I was feeling their anxiety and their, I could just, it's just good that it's over with now. Everyone likes it. Everyone's adjusting, and I can feel like I can breathe a little bit easier. So that all went well. New York was, like I said, incredible. We got a lot done. We covered a lot of ground when we were there and seen everything we wanted to see. It was definitely a culture shock. Is that what you would call it? I don't know. It was very, very different for the kids. I feel like Trevor and I got to experience more of the whoa when we went to Vegas, because we went to Vegas last year. So that was a huge shock for me. But I think since I had that experience, it made New York less of whoa. So not that I knew what to expect, but I got to experience large crowds and busyness and that stuff in Vegas. In New York's even busier, but I felt like Vegas helped me adjust. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the kids didn't have the Vegas experience, so they were and it's when you have that many people, you're more likely to run into people that can scare you and that are just, I'm assuming it's drug related. You know what I mean? Completely just taking outbursts and yelling things at you and yelling things at everybody and just running towards you, and my kids have never experienced that before, so certain things scared them. And so that was the only part they didn't love. They didn't love seeing some of that type of stuff because they're not exposed to it, right? So but it did open up a lot of discussions, and we did have a lot of long discussions in our hotel. And I'm glad they got to see a little bit more of the world and get to experience a big city. And the 9/11 memorial grounds were That was incredible. Like, I feel like that was my favorite part of the whole vacation. Like, it was truly breathtaking, and I don't know how to explain it other than, like, when you are there, it's like, it feels peaceful. It is absolutely beautiful. And this is me probably being very ignorant, but I did not know that there was 2 memorial sites. I thought from, like, the videos that I watched, and like, I've known that there was 2 twin towers. I know that, but I thought the memorial was 1 fountain and then the One World Trade. I didn't know that they actually had 2 memorial fountains, which makes sense. Like, I would assume that's what they did, but then after the videos I watched, I thought, oh, there's actually just 1 fountain and then the One World Trade. So, like, that's what I thought was. So I was completely surprised when I got there and I noticed that there was 2 fountains. And I was like, oh, and then that just made, I was just like, oh, like, it was just like, I could cry thinking about it. It was so beautiful and peaceful and sad. And man, it's almost life-changing, truthfully. Like, it really took my breath away, that memorial site. And we had so many discussions with the kids about it all. They asked a lot of questions, and I think it's really incredible that they got to experience it. That was definitely probably my favorite thing. Florence really loved the Broadway shows. I did as well. Another one of my favorites. The observation decks were fabulous. That was Trevor's favorite. He loved the observation decks. Alex really loved the wax museum. So it was really good. I'm really glad we went, and it was a really cool experience. And the kids not only had a good time, but they learned a lot, which bonus. I think that's wonderful. So we're back to school, full swing. It's a Sunday, so they're still sleeping. As they do. But it's Sunday, so that means Sunday dinner is back. Today is the very first Sunday dinner since June. You guys, I am so excited. I am so excited. Okay, Florence's boyfriend, he's been around for a while now. Like, they've been together almost a year. And he comes to Sunday dinners as well. And he is like me. He loves food. And, like, he's on my level with food. Let's just say that. And he's like, when Sunday dinner's coming? When Sunday dinner's coming? I'm like, I've been asking too. Like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, pressure her. But in the same sense, I'm like, it's September. But mom's still camping. Like, she's still out there living her camping life. So, anyways, I've been kind of, like, hinting around, and she hasn't been saying anything. But then once I told her Florence's boyfriend's been like, hey, when's Sunday dinner coming back? She's like, I can do it this Sunday. She's doing Sunday dinner tonight. So I'm very excited for it. And you guys know, Sunday is my favorite day of the week. And in the summer, it's not, because it's like any other day. But I love a good Sunday reset. Get your house ready for the week. Get the school stuff ready for the week. Although, you guys, my kids are, like, doing it all now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, they're totally, like, they do their own school stuff. I'm just, in my head, I like to think I'm getting them ready for school. They get themselves ready for school. I make sure that there's nothing, left in a lunch bag that maybe shouldn't be there that might rot, or, I will go over it a little bit because I like to, like, have my hands in there, but they do it for the most part. So I do love Sunday because, like, get everything ready. I make sure the laundry's all nice and fresh for everybody. I do my meal planning, and I've been meal planning again for the last couple of weeks, like right before our trip and then this past week. And oh my gosh, it really makes the biggest difference. And I don't know why I stopped doing it. I just, it happens. But last week was just so nice, having everything planned out for food. And the grocery shopping was just a breeze because I knew exactly what I was making. And I don't know why I just stopped doing it, but I do. Yeah, reset the house. We always have a nice chill Sunday. And then we ended at mom's with a delicious meal. And then, like, my uncle goes. And, like, speaking of my uncle, maybe I shouldn't. I'll end up crying. But you guys know my uncle in my videos. He I don't really show him. I think he's okay with being on camera. And some of you guys have met him because he's literally always with me. And he's always with my mom. So like I've met so many of you guys this summer, and my uncle's been with us in all of those encounters for the most part. There's been a few where he hasn't been there, but he's met a lot of you guys. And yeah, I'm sure he's okay with being on camera. I just don't love putting the camera in people's faces, you know. But anyway, he's going through a bit of a health battle right now, and I don't mean a bit. He's fighting a health battle right now, and he's a huge part of my life, as you guys know, and I would absolutely love if you guys could keep him in your thoughts and prayers. And you know, I truly believe that the power of your thoughts, your mind, prayer, people call it all different things, but I truly believe in it, and I believe it works. And I know he's going to get through his tough season right now that he's in. But I just wanted to maybe ask for a little prayer chain or positive thought chain from you guys, because it will go a long way. I know it. I absolutely know it. He's a pretty amazing human. So anyways, he's coming tonight. And yeah, so everyone's going to mom's. And then, oh, I've been looking up advent calendars. I feel like this time last year I already had a few stored away. Like I already had some bought. But you guys can let me know if you guys, I know a lot of you guys do the David's Tea advent calendar. Will you guys let me know what is the new one? I feel like they do not do a good job letting you know what is the new advent calendar, because they sell their old ones too. So I know what the old ones were because I've had them, but they have this other one there, and it seems like it's an advent calendar, but it says like 24 trips around the world or something. And I'm like, is that an advent calendar? I don't know. And the only other like Christmassy thing that's on their website, because you have to like pre-order them. So this is the time I always get it, because they usually sell out. They're the only ones they're showing at Christmassy are the ones that are from previous years. I'm not buying the same one twice. So then I'm like, well, maybe the trips around the world calendar would be kind of cool, because it's not Christmassy themed, because I've done the calendar like 3 years or 2 years in a row now, so I've had a lot of the Christmas flavors. So the trips around the world is supposed to be like tea from all over the world. Maybe that might be fun, but it's not like Christmassy, but then it's different. And I don't even know if it's an advent calendar. I don't know. Let me know if you guys understand what the calendar is this year, because I don't know what it is. I wanted to talk to you guys really quick before I forget about Broadway, because I loved Broadway. Florence loved Broadway. It wasn't the boys' thing at all, and that's okay. But we went to Six and Wicked, and both of them were incredible. I do have a favorite, and if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Six, because they're totally different. You almost can't even compare them because they're completely different shows. Wicked was more of a production. It was way more like, I feel like, your typical Broadway experience. That's what I'm guessing. Like, it was a huge production, huge cast, like incredible costumes, a great story. Like, it was overall a better show. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's incredible. But Six was my favorite because I liked it more, and it's a much smaller theater, a much smaller production. There's literally 6 people in the cast, and that's it. And it was all females, and I just loved the storyline better. It was new. Not that Wicked's not new. It was new, but like, it was more modern and very, like, the jokes and stuff were very like today. Like, it was not I don't know how to explain it. It was just really funny. It was really upbeat. It was really like women empowerment, like totally like Mia Florence's vibe. It was just very, I don't know how, it was just very, very modern for being like about history. It was very modern. It was so funny. I cried at one part. It was just like I had my attention the entire time. The songs were so catchy. Like I would listen to them like just in my car now. I definitely would. Like they're so catchy. Some of them are actually very viral on TikTok. I just personally, Six was my favorite, but I think Wicked is a better production, the whole experience. Like I loved them both so much. Like I loved Wicked, but like Six, I'm like, oh my gosh, like Six is the one I keep thinking about. I'm like, that was so good. It was so good. The costumes in Six were so good. And oh, like Florence and I are still talking about Six. Like we're like, that was so good. So anyways, if you're kind of like, if you're going and you want to know what show to go to, Wicked was fabulous. And Six, you got to go to Six. You have to see Six. It was so good. So anyways, I just wanted to compare the two a little bit. Wicked, way bigger production, whole, like this, the whole Broadway thing, like totally glad we did it. I loved it, but Six is so good. But it's on a smaller scale. It's still Broadway, but the theater was smaller, the cast is smaller. There was no intermission. It was like a super short, it was only like 80 minutes, whereas like Wicked is almost 3 hours. So, you know, but oh, so good. Oh, also I decorated a little bit for fall. I'll show you. I don't have many decorations, but that's what I have so far. This is a Christmas candle, but I'm out of candles right now. So I just have a Christmas one there. So I do have an order of candles coming in that are all fall related. So I'll replace that with a fall candle because Bath & Body Works had their candles on sale plus free shipping. So that's good. And then I just have this area here and this. But I do have a couple things downstairs still I might bring up. I don't have many fall decor, but that's what I do have. I kind of put out. So I might add to it this year. Who knows? Let's see. First Sunday dinner all year.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it smells good in here.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Smell good? Yeah. Ham and scalloped potatoes.
Yay. Is this hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you didn't.
Ham, corn,
Yeah, she went yesterday.
scalloped
Yeah,
potatoes.
they picked me up.
The kids would be so happy. The beautiful flowers I gave Mom.
All these guys?
The beautiful flowers I gave her.
True.
For all that she does for us.
True.
That's for all that you do for us, Mom.
So, the other day, my wife and I were watching the sunset, as we always do, on the beach. We're looking up at the stars. There's a few shooting stars. Really beautiful, beautiful evening, right? All of a sudden, we were just sound, right?
Yeah.
Beside the beach, we see coming from the sky this big and went, and a big puff of sand came up.
Yeah.
So naturally, we go over and we take a look, and we dig through the sand. It's hot, and we pull up this.
Where did that come?
I don't know what it is or what the value of, but it's probably high. I think it came from space. So what we did was we put a cord in it, right in the center. We drilled a hole,
Yeah.
and now we got a nice fancy lamp from our meteor rocks we discovered.
Does it work?
So I mean, we're willing to sell it for a fair price. We could start an auction tonight. I think it might have came from another planet.
Did you see that behind your back? How did you do that?
It's magical, so we'll start the bidding up probably tonight.
Is that for me?
Did you see all the supper I made?
Thank you.
Couldn't make it cold.
Take that. Wow. She said, "Do you see all the stuff?" You guys see that in the book where somebody playing?
This looks fabulous. Ham, scalloped potatoes,
corn, pickles, a little bit of honey mustard on top, but she also has a glaze on it.
Jaclyn.
Looks so good.
Okay, you don't like that?
We got tiramisu cake and grandma's cupboard ice cream. It's delicious. It has peanut butter, brownies, cookie dough. You get it at Sobeys.
Sunday dinner was really good. It was so nice to be back, and I love Sunday dinner so much. But I got my meal plan for the week made. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out and get groceries, and that's my main plan for tomorrow, is like get all the groceries in the house. And then I also want to maybe bake a cheesecake tomorrow, because you guys know I do Tuesday dinners. The date of Tuesday dinners might be changing, but I'm not sure. As of right now, it's still on Tuesdays. But so this Tuesday, I'm making a cheesecake, but a new one that I've never made before. And I've just like fallen down the rabbit hole of baking and cooking on YouTube, like people who have those type of channels, and I'm learning so much, and I'm so excited to try new things. So I'm making a cheesecake tomorrow, but it's for Tuesday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to make a corn chowder and homemade rolls for supper. And I'm going to invite like my brother and my sister and my parents and my uncle. And it should be a good time. So I'm really excited for that. So that's like kind of what I'm thinking about right now. Also, looks like there's a hurricane heading, as of right now, it's heading towards us. And it's still like a little bit, it's basically like a week away. So it has so much time to, switch routes, which I'm really hoping it does. But I kind of also have that in the back of my mind as I'm like planning the week, and I'm like, that will throw a wrench in things. But, I hope it decides to go a different way. I really hope it does, because it's looking like a nasty one. So 2 years in a row, like I just like, that's typically not us. Like we usually don't get these type of things. So there's still people recovering from the last one. So last year. So I don't know. Anyways, there's a possibility for that next weekend, like this weekend coming. But I might, when I get my groceries tomorrow, like keep that in mind when I'm getting things, because the grocery stores will be madness. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud to you guys. But I've been doing my groceries in store again, because I was getting them delivered, because I just love picking my own meat and produce. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just get everything. So I go back and forth between the two. I'm definitely going to be getting them delivered again. It's just right now I'm kind of into going into the store and picking all my stuff. So anyways, Ellie and I, we got to get ready for bed. I got everybody ready for the week ahead. The laundry's done. The dishes are done. The meals, the lunches for tomorrow, they know what they're doing there. And we just gotta relax for the rest of the night. So that's kind of good. But anyways, I'm glad to be back vlogging. Not that I was gone, but I was in New York, so it was like a different type of vlogging. So I like just chatting with you guys, catching you up on everything, and yeah. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope you guys had a lovely Sunday, and I will see you guys really, really soon with my next video. Bye!